So a little bit of an update. My plan was to get over to Colorado, spend a few days over at that property, checking the weather. It is raining all of today, most of tomorrow. Temperatures are 50 degrees as a high, 30 degrees as a low. Just not a comfortable place to camp out. Flying conditions, pretty much nothing. Living in my truck, it really limits my opportunity when it comes to weather. For example, I got back from that motorcycle ride yesterday. I was soaked. It was raining, super windy. Basically, I was hunkered down in my truck from 6 o'clock until bedtime. Anyway, we're going to work our way through New Mexico, up through Utah. I think if we stay on the west side of the Rockies, the weather is much better. So my plan is to work my way toward Moab, find some BLM land within the next day or two. Stay out there a couple days, hopefully get some good flying in, motorcycling, all that kind of fun stuff. So that's one of the cool things about traveling like this, is that you follow the weather. That's what I did on my last trip, and it worked out really well. Granted, we can't control all factors, but when you're mobile and you don't have any place you have to be, you can really just kind of go where you need to go. So let's see how this works out. Even with the headwind, this thing took some work to get off the ground. This was my first time launching the Dudek Drift Air at altitude. I'm at 6,500 feet. I did launch it in New Mexico at about 3,500, and I had pretty strong headwinds. I never had an issue there. Here, the wing came up great, but it definitely took a while to provide lift. And fortunately it did when it did, because those really thin power lines were right in front of me. What I like about flying in this landscape is that there are so many outs. Even though you're in the foothills of the mountains, there's cliffs, there's peaks. If you look at the ground, there's so many places to land if I have a motor issue. Hiking back to my truck might not be as pleasant. I guess landing safely is the first priority. Yeah, the air feels super nice up here. Yeah, I'd love to get to the peak of that mountain, but I don't know. It's so big. It seems close, but I'm guessing it's pretty far away. You can see we're at 7,200 feet right now. I'm at full power, but it doesn't seem like the motor's running that hard. I'll give the motor a little break for a minute. Yeah, I see snow at the top of the one way over on the left side. I can feel a little bit more wind blowing over here. Climbing, but the ground is climbing with me, because I don't feel like I'm getting any higher from the ground. So it's kind of a weird feeling. Okay, now I can feel the temperature is definitely getting colder the higher I get here. I'm almost at 8,000 feet. I kind of have to take advantage of this. How often do I get to fly this close to a beautiful mountain like this?
I actually wonder if I could glide all the way back to my LZ from here, since it's going down the mountain. Boy, at this climb rate, I don't know if we can even get to the peak. We're going 35 miles an hour. That's one advantage to this drift air. There's that sun. Beautiful. It's 7:35. The sunrise was supposed to be at 7:15, so I guess that depends if you've got a mountain in your path or not. This is so amazing. Wow. All right, we're at 9,300 feet. New record. My goal is to make it to the top of this one here. That mountain is too far away. Wow, it is gorgeous up here. Who would have thought Adam would be flying his brand new drift air, brand new motor to the peak of this mountain in Utah? I had no idea. Come on, baby. We're still climbing at 5 feet per second. 10,000 feet. Look at that. 10,000 feet. That is awesome. There's lots of thrill and enjoyment you get from flying, just in general. But for an experience like this, wow. Come on, we are so close. We're at 10,500. I was not expecting to do this. I did not think I could get up this high. I'm gonna have to come over this way because I'm climbing so slow, I won't reach the top there. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm actually gonna go this way because if I have a motor route, I want to give myself plenty of room to glide. You can see how far we'd have to go back. Wow. This is pretty crazy, Adam. Pretty crazy. We are almost there. 10,800 feet. Come on, we're almost there. $10,800. Wow. I'm gonna gain a little bit more before I go over the top of that. You did it! 11,000 feet! Right over the top of the mountain! Holy crap! $11,000! Alright, it is cold. It is cold. But it is absolutely beautiful up here. Oh, wow.
An amazing flight this morning, absolutely amazing. I wasn't expecting anything big. I was just going to tool around, but conditions were so good I decided to explore a little bit. So I started to work my way up this mountain right here. And that's the one I got to the 11,000 foot mark and came over the crest of the mountain, soared my way back down. It was epic. This part of Utah, which I'm probably about 20 minutes from Moab, is quite a bit different landscape. And I like it. I really like it. So I'm going to enjoy one more day here, explore these trails as much as I can, and then come back and camp for another night, probably fly tonight, and then definitely fly in the morning. Then we're going to hit the road and start working our way to Salt Lake City. Okay, a little bit of an update. I just traveled 4 hours across Utah. I'm a little bit southwest of Salt Lake City, heading to Little Sahara Recreation Area. Looks like a bunch of sand dunes. Should be some good riding with the Sur-Ron, and then some awesome flying conditions, hopefully. So that is the plan. It's been a beautiful ride across the state. It's amazing how much area this state has no cell service. So it's a good thing we're in the old F-150 that's reliable, getting me through, getting me where I need to go. Okay guys, we just made it to Little Sahara, and I'm not talking very loud because I don't want to disturb all the other campers. You know, I left Moab and it was still moderately busy despite being midweek, and you know, it's fall time. So I expected to get out here, and I wasn't sure if I could even find a campsite. I think they have like 150 some campsites. So I pull up to the Recreation Visitor Center and it's closed. So I had to just pay online, and I got like a digital receipt. So I figured, okay, well, I'll figure out a campsite. I get out here and there's literally, outside of one camper, and I'll show you that in just a second, there is nobody out here. There's nobody using the recreational area. There's nobody camping. You can see the one camper right over there. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And it's beautiful weather. It's like 73 degrees. The sun is hot. I do feel like I'm in the Sahara Desert. But if you look at our trusty windsock as well, we've got really good conditions. Tonight it's going to be great for flying. Super excited. And if you look at my campsite, I've got amazing area to launch from. It's going to be perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better situation. Okay guys, we are going to try this again. I went up for a flight last night real quick. The winds were gusty, it was blowing hard, but I drove 4.5 hours to get here. I wanted to fly. So I was only up for maybe 15 minutes. I was getting thrown all over the place. This morning, winds are a little bit better. It's still a little bit gusty, but not quite as intense. So we're going to take off and see what happens. At least I just want to be able to fly out here. So might not be the most comfortable flight, but I just want to get over the dunes, see what this area is all about, and then we're gonna hit the road. So let's see what we got. Well, the flight this morning went pretty well. Wasn't quite what I was hoping. This area, I went out of my way about an hour and 15 minutes to try out this Little Sahara dunes area, sand dunes area. What I didn't like about it is the sand was more like dust. I mean, it was so fine, it got over everything. So my dudek drift air is covered in dust. My equipment, everything's covered in this thin layer of dust. I was hoping it would be more like beach sand, you know, where, I don't know, it doesn't stick to everything. But anyway, it was fun. Kind of cruised the dunes this morning, and it wasn't quite as smooth and calm air as I was hoping, but overall, it went pretty well. So we are working our way to Idaho now. We're going to get probably about halfway up the state today, and finish the drive off tomorrow to hang out with my buddy Colton. So that's all we're doing, cruising along.